Hi, we have Vivek from iCreate with us. Vivek, why don't you share something about iCreate with us?
Yeah, iCreate is a BI for banking company. We have a business intelligence, analytics, reporting, performance management product for banks. Typically, progressive banks that want to move towards a high performance culture are guys who can leverage our solution. And as opposed to various tools and getting a system integrator to put it together, etc., which would take a lot of time, which would take a lot of money, we are guys who understand banking. We are guys who understand the core banking and other process systems that exist at the transaction level. And then we understand BI, technology. We understand analytics, the tools, etc. And we put it together where it's a ready-made solution for banks, where we figured out what kind of problems they will have, and they will get it out of the box. A 4-year-old company based out of Bangalore, have around 100 people. We got funded by IDG Ventures a few months back, and we are now focusing on building out a market, adding depth into our product. So we're looking at the emerging markets, which is your Africa, Middle East, Asia Pacific, Eastern Europe, Latin America, etc. So we have started. So now that the last 3 years was more in terms of the development of the product. Only from the last year we're trying to develop the market. So we've made some investments in some of these areas, including in India. So as part of Asia Pacific, the SAARC region, and primarily India, where we're trying to talk to banks, and I'm sure there are a lot of banks that can take advantage of our solution.
So how did you bump on this idea, Vivek?
Actually, while I'm running the company now, founded by a classmate of mine from engineering, a guy called Anup Pai. A lot of credit for what we are goes to him. So he came from a banking technology background. So he was implementing a lot of systems in different markets. And then he realized once the transaction processing has been automated, all the data will be available electronically. So if we have a solution that will help banks take advantage to understand their customers better, to understand the way their channel is doing better, profitability, what is leading to it, what is leading to higher risk, lower risk, what kind of fraud exists. So that was a hypothesis, and that's when we started developing the product. And right now we built a solid management team that comes from banking and banking technology teams from 15-20 years at companies like an iFlex, which is a banking technology company, people who've been in banks before. I've been with Citibank. So all of this come together. And so look at us not as a technology tool. We are a banking solutions company. Banks get some solutions out of the box. We call our philosophy something called banking intelligence, where the quality of the solution has to be really good. The lead time to deploy that solution has to be really low, and the total cost of ownership has to be low. So we challenge ourselves on all of this as we come up with newer solutions. So BizCore is not one product, but it's a suite of products. And as banks traverse their BI journey, there's something plain vanilla to get started, and then they can add advanced solutions, manage the performance through predefined KPIs, KRS through our performance management suite, etc.
So what kind of challenges did you face to reach to this level?
The challenges are a couple. I mean, there are 2 or 3 type of challenges. One is external to us, one are internal to us. Internal would be more in terms of finding the right combination, because we're not looking at plain vanilla technology skills, not a Java guy or a .NET guy. We're looking for guys who understand banking in the context of technology. So guys who understand functionally what are the problems and can help figure out what the solutions are. So that's one. And secondly, in terms of, so that was one internal problem. And the other problem is more market. We are focused on emerging markets. Each market is different. It's not like the US or a UK marketplace, where how do you go there? How do you set up operations? How do you build a business? It's much easier. Immigration, cross-border taxation, all of that is well known. So when we are looking at a market like a Kenya, when you're looking at a market like a Tunisia, when you're looking at the Middle East, these are not as well known. So figuring these out, whenever clients are there, they like our solution, they pay us money, we have to deploy. But then comes how are we set up? And we need help there, and that's where the larger consultants charge a lot of money and probably have the solutions. But for a startup, maybe a NASCOM, maybe a government, if they could help us navigate some of this, it would be better.
So what kind of roadmap you have right now, Vivek?
Roadmap is, our mission that we're chasing with a very single-minded focus in our company is what we call 50 to 50 by 2014. That's in the next 4-5 years. So to be in the top 5 BI for banking solutions, to have 50 strategic customers, and to reach a revenue of 250 crores. And then that's everything that we do in terms of our product roadmap, in terms of go-to-market investments, etc., are centered around this. And we try to keep building capability into depth and breadth into our product. So that's one stream. We try to keep building innovative ways of reaching out to the market. The events, the kind of partner distribution network that we use, etc. So those are the things that we're worried about now. And there will be various banks in different phases, and they will consume some of the others, and we will keep adding advanced solutions to that form our circle of solutions as time goes by.
What would you like to suggest to the upcoming entrepreneurs?
I think it's a great thing, right? It's a great feeling figuring out what you will do for a living, and you control that. So if you have the entrepreneurial bug, if you believe that you have an idea, it's something you must do, because I believe ideas are a dime a dozen. It is how you execute to them that matters. So think through a little, so don't be impulsive in that sense.
Jump with an idea.
Yeah, don't jump with an idea. Give it a lot of thought. Figure out what else exists. How is like they were saying in the panel, what kind of needs exist, and how can you uniquely solve that pain area or that opportunity, etc. Think through a little. How are you going to execute? What are the problems? What kind of capabilities do you need, both in terms of people? Give it a little more shape and form from an execution standpoint, and then dive in. It's an amazing feeling, and the sense of satisfaction you get that, hey, we figured all of this out, right? And we came up with this thing, and a customer sees value, because one thing is seeing value, second thing is validation of that value when he writes you a check and gives you the order. And the fact that it's your own baby that you've given shape, it's amazing. It's like having your own child, which is a very cherished experience for me, and this comes the closest to that.
Good. Thanks, Vivek, and we at eLagaan wish you all success.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks.